One home to be sold. And these 5 realtors are hoping to sell it. They each bring their own talents and experience to the table, but at the end of the day, only one of them will walk away with the listing. It's all down to who can convince the seller that they are the best. Who will the seller choose as the best one for the job? It's game on Seller's Market.
Why are we selling this house?
Oh, go ahead.
We don't need such a big house. It is too big for us. I'm already retired. Bob's looking at doing the same thing. And we don't need to leave such a large footprint right now. We can just go a little bit smaller and be very comfortable in that.
She realizes now she can live smaller because we were just in Arizona living in one of those single wide trailers for...
Yeah. No. Not 200 square feet.
After spending a month in Arizona, Bob and Violette Stedham have returned to their Okanagan home and are looking forward to an active retirement.
It was a good opportunity for us to be down in Arizona last month and get a sense of what retired people do every day, which is pretty much walk around with wine in your hand and smile a lot. And they're very friendly, and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it was just wonderful.
So it's worth working hard, everybody, because eventually you get to do this.
Although they're looking forward to retirement, they've both enjoyed busy and successful careers as well.
I was a nurse, a critical care nurse, and at Kelowna General Hospital.
Myself, I'm a facilities premises manager for Interior Savings Credit Union. I project manage the construction of all their new banks and all the renovations they do.
And they also found time to raise a family.
We got 3 boys. We tried for a girl. We wore pink to the delivery. It still didn't work. They're all in their 30s right now. 2 of them are married, and the 3rd one's working on it.
Once they sell this home, they plan to move to a house that they already own nearby. They admit they have no idea what the value of their current house is, but they do have a clear idea of what they expect from the sale.
We're going to have a quick sale as opposed to a long drawn-out sale. I mean, we know we've got a good product here. We'd probably buy it again if we were in reverse. So, yeah, we're hoping that it moves fairly quickly.
Bob and Violette Stedham are planning to retire, so they're selling their large family home in order to downsize. Let's meet the 4 realtors who will compete for this listing. A total real estate addict, Amanda lives for her career, and that ambitious attitude also extends into her passion for fitness. Always willing to lend a hand, Darryl is an all-around nice guy who spends much of his time helping local charities. A successful real estate career and a young family keep Marika very busy, but that's the way she likes it. An ex-entrepreneur and a Taekwondo black belt, Dean is consistently in the top 6% of Canadian realtors. The home they're competing for is this 3,000 square foot house in a popular West Bank neighborhood in Kelowna. Built in 2004, this hillside home is close to wineries and has some stunning lake views.
Oh, well, this is a nice surprise. I love how this entrance is so grand and open to the top.
That's almost 30 feet tall as we walk in. I guess you'd call it a cathedral entrance in some way. The nice part is I actually see through the glass in the railings as I walk in, and it's kind of welcoming into the space, so it's really nice.
So this is interesting. This is a kind of a living area, possibly a TV room that they hang out in. Looks like there's an office through this window here.
Carpet's in great shape. It's very bright. I think this would appeal to a lot of families, and this layout is something that is very popular in our area. It's a back split or a grade level entry. So what that means is we're actually entering into the basement and having to go upstairs to the main living areas.
The lower level has 1 bedroom and a full bathroom. There is also a very large garage.
Now the sellers call this a 4-car garage. It's a little bit smaller than that. It would have to be 4 pretty small cars, but what it does do is it gives you tons of room to put in their toys, golf clubs, extra storage. This is a really nice car. It says a lot about these people. They have cool toys. You can tell that they really enjoy life. I'm excited to meet them. I think they're going to be neat.
Upstairs, there are 2 more bedrooms, including a master suite and a large open great room space.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the formal dining space, we don't get many of these anymore, and they're actually back in demand. The beautiful open vaulted ceilings are really appealing, and there's 2 bright skylights. And you know, the open concept glass railings really are beautiful, open to below in the foyer. You can see who's coming in.
This is a gorgeous open concept living area, nice bright open kitchen, gorgeous view from the living room.
The only downfall about this kitchen in this price range, I feel a lot of buyers are going to expect granite. This is a laminate countertop. It might not be the end of the world, but some people will expect granite.
The cabinet colors, some of the textures, the flooring and the tile are starting to show their age. It's a great time to sell the house. The house is about 12 years old, and in another 5 or 6 years, these surfaces will probably have to be upgraded.
So coming off the kitchen, we have the master bedroom and another bedroom on the opposite end of this hallway. So fantastic views, nice vaulted ceilings in this room, and really nice paint. It's a very nice, clean, fresh, good-sized room. And coming in here, we've got a nice, bright ensuite.
A his and her sink here. We've got a shower. Of course, we have a toilet in a nook, which is actually quite nice for some privacy. And we have a beautiful walk-in closet. There's enough area there to get dressed and to be ready. And then once you're done, you can head out on the town and have a great time.
The main level opens to a deck at the front of the house and a landscaped yard at the rear.
So this is a nice covered deck. It seems like they do a lot of entertaining out here. Gorgeous view.
So this house has a nice big deck out the front. So there's living space out the front and some living space out the back. That's really nice just because if there's sun only shining in one area of the home, people will be able to chase that and still stay in the sun in the summer here. This isn't coming in yet, but in the springtime, this will bloom up. I think this will look amazing back here.
This is a lovely backyard. You can see that the seller has spent a lot of time with landscaping. They've tiered it with beautiful retaining walls. It's xeriscaped, meaning there's no grass to mow. Might be a negative for some that have children especially and want to be able to play back here, but for the older demographic, it's going to be nice. They really have no work to do. When all of these leaves fill in these trees, I don't think they're going to see their neighbors at all, so they'll have total privacy, and we're going to get some beautiful sunshine back here. Overall, it's a really beautiful backyard. I think it will appeal to a lot of buyers.
After looking around the house, what are the realtors' first impressions?
This is a great house. It's over 3,000 square feet. It's in an awesome community, one of my favorite communities in Kelowna.
I really like the master suite on this house. It's actually something that's going to sell the house, and also the open concept and the vaulted ceilings upstairs.
I really like this home. I think that it's been beautifully taken care of.
100% it's going to be the view that sells this house. Nice big deck space out the front. I mean, people like to sit out there, have dinner, a glass of wine at nighttime, and really enjoy the Okanagan.
Did they spot any potential problems?
The biggest pitfall trying to sell this house is going to be number 1, the driveway, and number 2, the walk-up style.
Steep driveways are always tough. You look at it in the summertime, it's fine. We don't get a lot of snow here in Kelowna, but we do get some, and it's going to be an issue. There will be a large number of people that won't like it just because of that driveway.
In this home, you enter in the basement, and all of your main living areas are upstairs. But there's a reason why it's done that way. Builders are smart, and they do that so that you see the lake views from all of your main entertaining spaces.
Do they have any advice to help the owners sell?
Some of the finishes are a little dated, so I am going to recommend to the seller that they do some upgrades if they're willing to add some investment, like granite in the kitchen. The appliances don't match. That will matter to some, not to others.
I always hesitate to do upgrades because this house was built in 2004. It's 13 years old, and as houses go, that's about the time that, you know, if the house has been well taken care of, it should be in great shape. If it's had a hard life, it'll need repairs, and this house is in great shape.
Then how do they plan to win the pitch?
My strategy going into the pitch is just going to be nice, calm. I just want to let them know the marketing that I do, show them some of my stats, and see if it gets me the win.
What I like about this house is it's ready to take the photos right now. So it's pretty exciting to me to get this listing. I'd love to win it.
So I know that they're wine connoisseurs, so I've brought some props. I have my own custom branded wine glasses, and I'm going to cheers them and ask them if they want to pair with me. Hopefully that'll make them giggle.
I'm gonna win. I wore red. I even painted my toes. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
Bob and Violette are planning to sell their 3,000 square foot home to move into something smaller. What are they looking for in their realtor?
I like punctuality. So I like people when they said they're going to be there, that they will be there. So I like that, and honesty and communication.
I like an overachiever. Probably because that's the way I
That's what
work.
he is.
And I just like people that put the extra effort in and, you know, obviously have the integrity and, once again, the communication skills.
So which of the 4 realtors will best measure up? They'll each get just 10 minutes to pitch, starting with Marika.
Bonjour. Bonjour. These are for you.
Thank you. They're
I
beautiful.
know you like flowers, and hopefully these bloom out nicely for you guys. Violette, my name is Marika Wolf. Nice to meet you.
That was really good. She obviously read my bio, knowing that I love flowers and
She
gardening.
made me look bad, I know that.
So I guess I'll talk to you a little bit about exposure and marketing. I do all professional photography in my homes. So I just wanted to show you one that we sold in West Kelowna Estates just a little bit ago.
She's a little bit uncomfortable initially, and but
Nervous. The word is nervous.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that we've got some pretty good realtors that are going to be talking to us in a few minutes. And
you know what?
And you know where I'm going with this one, but you know,
why am I the best?
How are you going to sort of stand out? And
So we all have a different style, and we all are great realtors. But I think something that I like to educate my clients about a little bit is being able to work with people. So it's kind of like the matchmaker. You have to interview people, realtors, and make sure that you're comfortable working with them. Make sure you feel confident. Make sure you can communicate easily, and make sure that they're available and a good fit for you.
yeah, we both are aware of the harder sale and or sales pitch, and I personally agreed with Violette that she came across very approachable, and I think she would listen, like to the buyer.
There are a couple other homes, very similar square footage. So, based on those and a couple others that you'll find in my analysis, that's kind of my 850 is my number.
Marika started with a floral offering, and after a slightly hesitant start, impressed the Stedhams with her marketing skills and easygoing personality. She suggested listing for $850,000, setting the bar for the other realtors. Next to pitch is Amanda.
Now I know that you're both wine connoisseurs.
Yes.
So here's what I propose. I would like to toast to the possibility of working together.
Look at this. What a lovely thought.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well
And
done.
hopefully this will be shared over a beautiful bottle of red or white, depending on what you like, at the end, with a very happy and satisfied sale price.
I thought it was really cute and a little bit cheeky that we're going to toast when we don't know for sure who we're going to choose, and I like that.
Yeah, it showed a lot of confidence.
A lot of
No doubt
confidence,
about it.
and I have to say I liked it.
I am number 1 in my office. I'm number 73 in the country. I am Sales Associate of the Year. It's not to say that I'm tooting my own horn, but I sell about 100 homes a year. I do this well. It's all I do. I'm not married. I don't have children. I don't have pets. I eat, sleep, breathe real estate.
I was just going to say that.
It's all I do.
Amanda's like a little dynamo. Boy, she was very well researched, knows her stuff. Obviously, being in the top percentile of her business, does very, very well.
We do the basics, put it on realtor.ca, get it on MLS. Then I'm going to hire a professional photographer and videographer. And this is kind of an idea of what it's going to look like. So we're going to do drone aerial shots.
Hi, I'm Amanda
We're going to get it from all angles.
Century 21. Welcome to 7210.
Her presentation on what she would do for marketing was astonishing. Just beautiful, really well done.
So let's talk about numbers. If you want to sell immediately, I would recommend going super aggressive at 800,000, and it would actually be $799,900 for optics. That is going to generate a multiple offer situation where there's going to be a bit of hysteria and someone may actually overpay.
Amanda made a big impression with her energy, business success, and the quality of her marketing materials. She suggested listing lower than Marika at $800,000 to get a quick sale, with competing offers that would push that price up. Next up is Darryl.
I can tell that lifestyle is really important to you guys. I think that's really cool. It seems like you live life to the fullest.
Yeah.
And I think that that's part and parcel with what's going to sell this house. It's a very lifestyle-driven house. the view, the entertaining areas, the garage for the toys. I think that's very important. My whole goal with selling it and marketing it would be to showcase that to as many buyers as possible.
Darryl had a softer approach as well.
I've been a real estate agent for 15 years. And what I've found over the years is that buyers come from a lot of different areas. They start their home search in a lot of different areas with a lot of different ideas. So what I've tried to do in marketing is position the property in as many of those areas as possible. So online, with other agents, business professionals, they'll go to their mortgage broker, talk about houses. So we want to hit all those different areas. And again, it's showing the value. Everybody looks online when they start the search right now. So we want to be as prevalent on there as possible. We do use professional photography. One of the things that I will do on this house is a 3D walkthrough tour. You can actually walk through the house and see the different rooms. See how it walks into the living room.
Yeah.
Can look all over the place.
I like that. I did like the 3D walkthrough.
Yeah, that was cool. I have to give him that.
That was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was. It's nice to see that the technology's there.
A lot of people want to be under that $850 mark because people do look in $50,000 increments. I don't think we need to be there yet. I think that we'd probably be in the $859 list price range. In this market, trying it a little bit higher is totally fine. I mean, it's, if it's a market again where there's tons of inventory on, we don't get that leisure, but here we do.
Darryl's pitch offered a softer, more casual approach. Some of his marketing materials somewhat missed the mark with the sellers, but his 3D walkthrough was a big hit. He suggested listing at $860,000, the highest yet. Last to try is Dean.
I'm going to present today, hopefully earning your trust to help you sell your house in the next few weeks or months or however that works out. And I brought a couple props because I hope they sort of help you remember me when you have to make your decision later. So I'll pull these out, and this is a bottle of wine, which is from close by.
Oh, yes.
And you can keep this one because I want you to enjoy it, and it's a thank you for opening up your house to us all day because we have taken your space away from you.
Thank you.
And this is a helmet which symbolizes doing things right the first time because you don't get a second chance to fall off a motorcycle. And it's something I know that maybe we have in common because I saw your motorcycle downstairs the other day. So
The helmet, he was right, do your homework, don't forget your stuff, have your helmet. It's a great analogy because Bob rides a bike.
Yeah, it was a cute twist.
It was good. It was good.
It showed that he was trying to connect.
So when you're doing a listing, we want to prepare everything beforehand, get it right the first time, get all the details right. So the little details are important. The exact size of each room. We will remeasure your entire house. We will take photos of every room. We'll be able to see through the windows and see the lake in the view every single time. So the idea is we're trying to get people to walk through your house.
A good salesman, whichever job he chooses to do, he would do well. He presents himself well, clearly, professional. He was well dressed and very personable, very personable.
We actually will buy the URL for your home. So it'll be yourhome.com. And so every time somebody searches your house or looks at a photo, I can tell you what postal code they're from. Right. We have a team of people to help you, and I'm the leader of the team and you're my leader. So you tell me what to do. And if I think that it's reasonable and it makes sense to do it, we're gonna do it. You're hiring me for my expertise, but at the same time, I'm accountable to you for everything that I do.
He talked a lot about the team that he works from, but at the same time, he acts a bit of a solo realtor, and so that part confused me a little bit.
If you wanted a very quick sale, and I would say 30 to 40 days, I'd recommend $7.99.
Dean made a strong impression with his professionalism, excellent presentation skills, and of course, his great props. He suggested listing at $7.99, almost on par with Amanda. All four realtors have made their pitches. Now it's up to the Stedhams to decide who will win the listing.
Yeah, he came across as just a nice guy, there's no doubt about it. Might be that just because I'm used to working in the banking industry, a little bit too cash presentation for me, both personal casualness as well as in the delivery. I just didn't feel he had the depth perhaps that the others may have had.
Darryl is out of the running.
I really had a tough one with Dean. I thought I liked the fact he's very punctual. He had a very professional presentation. He reminded me a little bit too much of a car salesman, and it's a funny thing to say, but it's just a feel that you get. I was concerned that he may not listen to the buyer as much as I want our realtor to listen.
Dean is out, So it's down to the final two. Both Darryl and Dean are out of the running, so it's down to either Marika or Amanda.
We weren't quite sure whether Amanda would listen as well as we had hoped for. Because of the assertive sort of personality, she might not be a great listener and may have a tendency to control the situation a bit more than necessary.
Marika has won the listing.
Whoa! Oh, interesting. Here's to getting this home sold.
Absolutely.
6 months later, what's happened?
It showed almost every day. We had showings booked for the first few weeks, every day. Everybody that walked through that house thought it was immaculate and gorgeous.
We probably had, within a couple of weeks, over 40 people through the place.
So we did end up getting an offer.
We were, I guess, a week away before the subjects were being removed. And we got a call from their realtor via our realtor to say the couple split up, which was really bizarre.
So they were unable to complete the financing condition.
That 3-week period that all this was happening on, people that were inquiring about viewing the house, of course, are being told that the house technically has a pending deal. I mean, so you lose that traffic. And Marika was excellent, by the way, excellent communicator. Always, got feedback from anybody who came through from their realtor and was able to give us that. The neat part is that nobody really seemed to skirmish about the price at all. It was really about the driveway being steep.
Every time we had any negative feedback, it was the driveway. So, we even put in the realtor remarks that they've never had any problems with it. They've lived in that house almost 13 years.
So has the house sold yet?
We've had showings the last 3 days. We just got a call before you arrived. There's another one this afternoon. We've had a couple of people who have come back several times. They want to know about all the Fortis bills and the gas and, can they put an RV here and so on. So there's obviously some very interested people. The challenge, I guess, for the realtors is to make them flip over into an offer. So, yes.
And the very next day, they did receive an offer on the house. Such is life in real estate.